Here are 6 ways how you can speed up your manifestation. Let's go. Having an abundance journal just reminds you of your power and really see that abundance is everywhere around us. So what I usually do throughout the day, I make little notes on my phone. At the end of the day, I'll take my journal out and I write down all the things that happened to me where I could see abundance. Something like that could be you got a discount out of nowhere at your coffee shop. Somebody opened the door for you. You received a gift card from somewhere. You noticed the weather and that there is sunshine on your skin. We all know that where attention goes, energy flows, and the more we focus on these things that we are grateful for, the abundance that surrounds us, the easier we can attract it into our life as well. There is enough for everyone. So often we get stuck in this mindset of there is only this amount of jobs, there is only this amount of successful people. If we reached a certain age, we're not able to be successful anymore. And what it comes down to is that all of these are just limiting beliefs. That's my daughter. All of these are just limiting beliefs that we chose to believe at some point, usually when we're little and our caregivers or parents planted these limiting beliefs into us and we believed them, and then when we get older we don't question them anymore. It's important to know that the limiting beliefs are only a truth and not the truth. They're not the only truth, but it's also important to be self-aware and get really honest with ourselves, because sometimes we use those limiting beliefs as excuses. And I know that from my own experience, so I'm calling myself out here too, where we're like, oh, it's just hard. It's just hard for me. Life is hard for me and easy for everybody else. I'm never gonna be good enough, blah, blah, blah. All these things that we tell ourselves. And the truth is we're using that belief as an excuse to not take action, to stay where we are and just to pity ourselves, basically. Make the switch. And first of all, be aware that we have that limiting belief, and then also choosing to not believe it anymore. We're adults now, we're grown-ups, we can plant new beliefs in ourselves. We can choose differently and we have an option to go a different route. Finding joy in small little things. Remember something that you love to do as a kid or something that brings you a lot of joy, and go do that. And go do that often, because when we try to manifest, we are often so focused on the outcome that we don't enjoy the present moment. But life is happening right now, right? There is this quote I love, which is, if you enjoy the present moment, then the future you will have a beautiful past. And I think that is so powerful, because we often get so caught up in when we have this thing, when we achieve that goal. And it always puts the perspective and the focus either on the future or the past, depending on what you're telling yourself. If you're finding joy and focusing on things that make you happy, it's just gonna be a natural process to bring in your manifestation faster, because you have this happiness that you radiate outside. I'm going to put the higher self scale on the screen, where you can see that the higher our energy is, the easier it is to manifest. So if we're in the lower self area where we have anger and shame and guilt, we're not manifesting positive things out of that, because there's such a big space to the top, right? So it's important to feel good on the inside first before we attract what is on the outside. Remember something that you enjoyed doing as a kid, go pick up that hobby again. If you like drawing or painting, just do it for your joy, for your own happiness, not to achieve any outcome. It doesn't need to be good, just really doing it for the joy of doing it. Finding joy for me is allowing myself to heal this inner child, to be this inner child, just getting curious, sometimes even just sitting down in a quiet room and listening to my inner child of what it needs right now. Maybe it is just play, maybe it is safety, maybe it is being seen. I'm super curious, what is something you enjoyed doing as a kid that still brings you a lot of joy today? So leave that in the comments below. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Miri. My channel is all about personal growth, development, and spirituality. I post new videos every single Wednesday. If you found this video helpful so far, I would love if you could give this video a thumbs up. Drop the resistance and the tight grip on your manifestation by saying these sentences. It's mine already anyway. This or something even better. Yes or yes. So with the first sentence, it's already mine anyway. If you catch yourself questioning it, if you're worrying about the what and how it will get to you, if you repeat the sentence as an affirmation, it's already mine anyway, it takes away the stress. Just sit with it, believe it, and really feel into it. This or something even better. I use the sentence a lot when I have trouble even imagining a better outcome. So whether you think about an intention for your manifestation or you write it down, whatever you use, I always add the sentence either in my head or on a piece of paper, this or something even better. Let the universe surprise you on how it can get even better for you. And the last one, yes or yes, I just add the sentence if I feel a little resistance to it and I'm saying in my head, yes or yes. There's only one answer. Another technique that I saw Andrea Schulman use, which I love so much, is I hope it takes a while to get there, which first sounds really counterintuitive, right? Because usually we want our manifestations fast. With the technique of I hope it takes a while to get there, you're trying to find reason why it is okay that your manifestation will take a while. While you're waiting for the manifestation, you could improve your life in certain ways. Again, if you focus on the reasons why it's okay that something takes longer, you're dropping the resistance, you're dropping the tight grip on it, and then it usually shows up way faster. Get out of analysis paralysis. So often we get caught up in all the details, but be decisive about where you want to go. As I mentioned before with the pyramid, we're all constantly sending out frequency and energy, and if that is on a high frequency, there is no question that what you're sending out will get back to you. You have to get clear and be very decisive on what you want to achieve. So often we're a little wishy-washy, where we're really sure what we want and we're like, yeah, that would be cool, but also this would be nice, and we get distracted of so many things. Instead of dividing our attention to every little thing, focus on one thing at a time and go in that direction, which brings me to the next step. Get busy. Once you figured out where you want to go, take action towards that, and small tiny actions accumulate over time. With the big goal in your mind, you can take action towards it. And at some point, because you're taking daily action, weekly action, it just becomes a habit. And then you're turning into a person that just does the things to get where they want to go. And over time, this habit turns into I am a person that takes consistent actions towards my goals and dreams. And then on the way there, the end goal might be not the biggest end goal because you're getting so excited what's happening on the way there. And a little side bonus is that when you take consistent action, you will build up skills along the way that will be helpful further along in your journey. If you want to know some signs that your manifestation is close, you should watch this video next. Go and be your favorite self. I'll see you